Now live from Palin Music Studios in Springfield, Missouri, it's Wake Up with Greg. Here's your host, Greg.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Wake Up with Greg. I had a momentary pause there. My brain froze. It happens. It happens. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy to see you all here this morning. Beautiful, what is it, Wednesday? I've already lost track of my days because I wasn't here on Monday. So I think we're on Wednesday, middle of the week.
Yeah.
Heading on into the weekend already. All right, what do we got going on? Well, good morning. This is Wake Up with Greg. I'm your host, Greg Rosander with Palin Music Center. We're here every weekday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central, to share the internet's coolest instruments with you. Today, I have a trio of Yamaha trombones, all specifically Yamaha, ranging from jazz horns to symphonic horns, and in all styles and different metal components, different brass. My brain's not working. Come on. I need some coffee. That must be what it is. The different materials, whether it's gold brass, yellow brass, rose brass, whatever. All right, let's get the brain engaged this morning. Happy to be here with y'all. Montclair is here. Max is here already on the chat. Good morning. I got my buddy Jordan over here controlling everything from the command center. And so here we are. Let's do this, shall we? I got to get things rolling here. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'm happy to be here. I hope you're happy to be here. Vincent is here. Good morning, brother. Good to see you. So this is my daily show. We're here every weekday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central, to share instruments with you that are available for you to purchase on our website at palinmusic.com or by giving me a call at 417-882-7006 or checking out our Reverb page at reverb.com. As stated, I have 3 trombones to share with you today, so we'll be digging into those in a minute. Ajax the Merc, welcome to the show. We don't really talk about politics on this show, so there are other venues for that, but we certainly are happy to have you here if you're interested in musical instruments. So that's what we're doing. In addition to the musical instruments, we like to share music, and we talk about art and literature and food and travel and antiques, collectibles, whatever, just whatever is in the mood. Nope, that's not me, but that's okay. Happy to have you here anyway. We are, going to have a good time today. We've got the live stream chat going on already. It's getting pretty active. So just remember, this is a family show, so please keep your comments polite, appropriate, and family friendly. You don't want to get blocked by my buddy Jordan over here because it'll happen. But the chat is the best way for us to interact, to share your comments, ask your questions. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. We can certainly talk about that. We have viewers all over the world, and we're here in Springfield, Missouri. So happy to see where you're at. So. Just follow those guidelines and everything will go smoothly. And plus, we can have the most fun. So appreciate that. In addition to the chat, please be free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, share this with all your friends and family and so on out there. We would really appreciate it. We got a few things coming up. James Day, love the channel. Thank you for being here, James. Appreciate you. We've got our Cars and Guitars event, Trunk or Treat, coming up this Saturday in our Springfield store. So bring your hot rods, bring your kiddos, get all dressed up, and come get some candy and some other giveaways and raffles and live music and food and all kinds of fun stuff. So welcome, Kolkata. Is that where you're from, Suni? Or is it Sunil? How do you say that? Sunil Sharma West, is that how you say it? I hope I got it all right. Welcome to the show. Happy to have you here. So yeah, that's what we've got going on. So the Cars and Guitars is a trunk or treat. So bring your family, bring your kiddos, get all dressed up. Springfield, Missouri, not Springfield, Ohio. Or James, are you from Springfield, Ohio? We're in Springfield, Missouri. So yeah, it's going to be a fun weekend. 10 o'clock, I think, 10 to noon on Saturday, this coming Saturday.
Yep.
Then, of course, right around the corner is big old Halloween next week. And then before you know it, we got Blue Friday coming up. And we're going to have all kinds of killer giveaways for that. Yeah, so we've just got a lot of fun stuff coming up for you. So stay tuned for all of that. Stick with us. We're going to show off some trombones here in a little bit. We've kind of got all the business stuff out of the way. How about we say good morning to Jordan? Good morning, brother. How are you?
Hey, good morning. I'm good.
Good to see you today. How are you feeling this Wednesday?
Feeling all right.
Feeling all right.
Busy time for us with Blue Friday and stuff. So
Blue Friday's coming up, so that takes a lot of work. It's a big production. It's going to be fun though. So.
Oh yeah.
Then we got the Jay Beckenstein interview coming up here. I mean, the interview's done. We're just getting the video together here. So I promise you'll see it soon because I can't wait to see it. Pretty excited. Hey, brother Steve is here. Good morning from the Chicagoland area up there. Good to see you, brother. So, what do you say we dig into some horns?
All right. Well, before we look at the first one, can you tell us about your shirt and watch today?
Shirt and watch. Daniel Cremieux is the shirt today, and this is probably the wildest pattern shirt that I have. It's just one of those kind of psychedelic. Would have gone really great in the 60s, I think, back in the Austin Powers days, kind of wild and crazy. So that's it. Yeah, you can see it. Just lots of colors and swirls and fun stuff. And then the watch. I'm going to have to take this one off because I don't think it'll show up well on the screen. This is a Seiko. This is Walt Disney's Symphony Hour from 1942. At least that's when the Symphony Hour movie was done. But there's the watch there, the little Mickey Mouse there conducting his symphony. Just a really cool, everybody's got to have at least one Mickey Mouse watch in their collection, don't they? Is it really blurry? I'm looking at the screen. It's kind of blurry there, isn't it? So I'll try to move it so you can see it and, enjoy it there. Got a little kind of lizard skin strap looking thing. Genuine leather. Is that what it says? Yeah. No, genuine lizard. So this came from a real lizard. Poor lizard. Lizard. Anyway, that's my Seiko Mickey Mouse watch, my Symphony Hour watch. And that's the shirt, the watch. Let's get started on some trombones here. I got to get my computer awoke here. It doesn't stay awake for me for some reason. But, that's the name of the game. So we'll just have to roll with it. So first item up for grabs is a Yamaha Custom Z professional trombone. This is kind of the quintessential jazz horn here. I'm going to put my fancy gloves on so we don't get her all fingerprinty. Looks like we're getting close to maybe needing to pull some new ones out here. So let me show you the case. Kind of hard to show you the cases on this tiny little screen, but here you go. What I love about this case, it's a hard shell case. But I love the blue stitching on this, and then the satin nickel latches. It's really elegant, but classy, jazzy, if you will. Whoa. All right, almost threw it off the table here. So this is the Yamaha YSL. I guess they use SL for slide, maybe, for trombones. Because a lot of their other model numbers make more sense. YTR for Yamaha trumpet, YCL for Yamaha clarinet, YFL for Yamaha flute. But YSL, it doesn't. I would go YTB if it were me, but that's just me. All right, so what have we here? This is a small bore jazz horn. This is the Custom Z. The 897, YSL 897, Custom Z, small bore jazz trombone. This is actually a dual bore horn. We'll talk about that in a minute. 484, 490 dual bore. Small 7.5-inch diameter bell. This is all a yellow brass, and this is a one-piece hand-hammered bell. So all the way from the throat to the flare is one solid piece of brass, hand-hammered, hand-formed, to get maximum performance and resonance out of that. Beautiful sound quality on that. This is a perfect lead player's horn or soloist horn. Got the weight, the counterbalance Yamaha engraved logo there. Custom Z on one side, says Yamaha on that side, Custom Z on that side. Nickel silver appointments with the traditional tuning slide there. Is that a reverse? That is a reverse tuning slide, isn't it? Yeah, that is very cool. All right, so that's the body section. And then the slide, the hand slide, this is where the bore comes into play, the dual bore. So the upper slide is a different bore than the lower slide, which just gives you a bit more versatility in high and low passages, different type of kind of resonance, projection, and so on. But this is a beautiful yellow brass outer slide, nickel silver, C-shaped crook at the bottom. Sometimes you get the D shape, or this is the C shape, and then nickel silver up top. So dual bore, 484, 490 bore, yellow brass outer slides, nickel silver chromed inner slides, and then it's just got the clear epoxy lacquer on it. But this is a fantastic jazz horn. I know my buddy Emmett up at our Liberty store. Emmett Starkey's a phenomenal trombonist. If you're ever up that way and get to hear him play, this is his primary horn and the one that he recommends over all others. And so I think, have we got a demo of this? Have we had Berto do a demo of this horn?
I'm not sure if we've had him do that one.
So we'll get Berto on that and get a demo of this trombone out there for you. But this is the Yamaha. I'll just show it one more time. Yamaha YSL 897 Custom Z Pro Trombone. This also comes with interchangeable lead pipe. Show that to you there. So again, you've got a longer and a shorter lead pipe, which again just alters the sound and the feel of the horn for maximum performance. And I got my Velcro stuck to my gloves there. One more time on the bell so you can just see what we got going on there. All right. So that is the Yamaha YSL 897 Custom Z. Check it out on our website right now at palinmusic.com. Or give me a call, 417-882-7006. Or check out our Reverb page at reverb.com. I'm going to get here we got our ASMR crinkly bags again. All right, what do we got next, Mr. Jordan?
Can you recommend some music to us?
I've got a weird one for you today. Yep, indeed I do, because that's how I roll. We got to pull that one up there, and then we got to go here. All right, I'm all set for the next horn there. All right, so some music. So you guys know I was at the California coast this weekend for my niece's wedding. My niece Gwen. She's all married up, and now she's a grown woman. She's in Hawaii right now, in Maui, on her honeymoon. But I also got to spend some quality time with my favorite nephew. Now, you may say, of course he's my favorite because he's my only nephew. But even if he wasn't my only nephew, I think he would still be my favorite. My nephew Grant, he and I have this thing that when he was a little kid, I used to play this song for him, and it's always been kind of a running joke between us. But I wanted to share it with you today because it's just a lot of fun. And it's really more of a poem than it is a song, but the poem is read in such a way that it sounds musical. So I don't know, I've got to get with Jordan here so we can figure out this, this split screen thing and maybe share a video or whatever. But we'll get that figured out one of these days. I know he's got it figured out. I just don't know how it works. But the song is called Do You Have Room? And I'm going to expand on that title a little bit and call it, Do You Have Room in Your Heart for the 5-String Banjo? Now, why am I talking about banjos on a show that's all about band instruments? Well, because I love it. Because I love bluegrass. I love, everything about it. So, occasionally you're going to get that from me. So, take it for what it is. But this song is from the album, The Bluegrass Sessions, Tales from the Acoustic Planet Volume 2 by Bella Fleck. one of the most amazing artists in the world in regards to bluegrass specifically, but I mean, he's cross genres in all sorts and manners, jazz and fusion, lots of different things, and it really has expanded the repertoire of the banjo to include classical music, jazz, of course, country, bluegrass, you name it, newgrass. I think his previous group was it Newgrass Revival? I think he was in for a while. Anyway, Bela Fleck and the Flecktones. But the song is "Do You Have Room?" and it's a poem. Do you have room in your heart for the 5-string banjo? That plunking sound. Do you have room in your heart for the 5-string banjo? It's round. It's round. The song is actually, or the poem is read by the legendary John Hartman. And this may have been maybe his last recording of all time because he passed away in 2001. And I think this album actually came out in 2002, which is kind of interesting. So it's a song, and it's the way it's read or spoken. There's additional artists reading or speaking behind it, and it's basically taking the words and, for lack of a better term, it kind of like doing it in a Pig Latin style, or as my mom would say, Oppenglopish style, where you're saying words but you're adding random syllables and stuff in between it to make it sound like a completely different language. But what it makes it sound like when you listen to it is it sounds like a bluegrass group, with all the improvisation on the music. So it's just a super cool little piece. It's only about a minute long. So I highly recommend just listening to it and let me know your thoughts. Bela Fleck, John Hartman is the speaker or vocalist on this piece. The song, Do You Have Room? From the album Tales of the Acoustic Planet, Volume 2, The Bluegrass Sessions. Kathy Perry is here. Good morning, Kathy Perry. Welcome to the show. Happy to have you here. Hi, hi, hi. All right, one last time. Check this song out, guys. I'm going to add it to the Wake Up with Greg playlist right now for you. Right there, Wake Up with Greg. Wake Up with Greg on Spotify. All of the songs I've recommended on this show for the past 1,000 million episodes. Good morning, Nate White. Welcome to the show. Happy to have you with us today. That's my buddy Nate, just walking, trying to sneak in quietly. He didn't know I saw him, but I got him. All right. So that's our musical choice for the day. And I hope you enjoy it because it's a lot of fun. So with that, I suppose we ought to grab another trombone and take a look at it. I think I caught Jordan sleeping over here. Yep. Waking up. All right, here we go. Trombone number 2. Case is a little bit different on this one as well. Also hard shell case. Kind of looks like leather, but it's actually plastic. But it's really cool. So this is the Yamaha YSL 620. And this is kind of the workhorse horn in the Yamaha line. It's not part of the custom line or the Xeno line. It's just their straight up pro model, professional F attachment horn. This is a closed wrap horn, so very traditional. Let me get to it here and show you what we're talking about. Oops, that's not what I want. I'm trying to do this more on the computer here, but maybe that's not necessarily the right way to go, but we'll give it a shot, see what happens. Ta-da, there we go. All right, and I got man, this one's like fresh out of the box, still all wrapped up. So we got my crinkly paper. But you know what I need? I need my gloves. Got to get the gloves on here. Dun, dun, dun. All right. I make this look easy, but this really isn't that easy. Do I make it look easy, or do I make it look more complicated than it actually needs to be? I don't know. You tell me. What are your thoughts? Hey, Jordan, were there any results from the questionnaire poll that you did the other day of ideas for the show from other folks?
Yes, I haven't read them though. I haven't looked at them.
You just put it out there and didn't look at it. Well, that's all right. But we'll take a look and see what's going on out there. So, okay, so what do we have here, folks? This is as I said, the Yamaha YSL 620. What we have here is a large bore horn. This is a 547 bore. They call it the B flat F because you've got this the standard B flat trombone, and then you've got the F rotor extension there, which extends the range of the horn, extends the versatility, the sound of the horn. So you've got a nice standard rotary trigger there. Yellow brass 2-piece bell. Now, this one, Yamaha does it up right on their bells because you cannot tell just by looking at it that this is a 2-piece bell. But a 2-piece bell, instead of being one solid piece from the throat to the flare, usually the flare is created as a separate piece and then brazed together to form a 1-piece unit. So a little less hand working on this horn, a little bit more machine made, but there's nothing wrong with that. It just makes it a bit more affordable and in a sense easier for them to produce. So we've got gold brass lead pipe. I'll get the main slide out here in just a moment. What other features can I tell you? Standard weight, gold epoxy lacquer on this. The outer slide is yellow brass drawn 1 piece. 8.5-inch diameter bell, so there you go. No fancy engraving of any kind. I mean, it's literally just the Yamaha logo and that's it. Boom, right there. But this has what we call the closed wrap design, or the traditional or standard wrap. So you can see how all of the tubing is kind of bent in and in on itself to make it very compact. This is the more traditional style. With all of these bends and curves, though, you get more resistance from the horn, so you get a bit more of that kind of back pressure feedback. Some people love that, some people don't. It's really all just a matter of preference, but this was the traditional way of doing it before they came up with the open wrap, which we'll see on the next horn, and you can compare. So take a look at that closely. That's the closed or traditional or standard wrap on a pro trombone, and then we'll show you the open wrap here in a moment. So that's the main body of the horn. Let me show you the slide here. Get that out. I usually have these all pre-unwrapped for you, but just timing today didn't quite make it happen. So here's the slide. This is a large bore, 547 large bore horn. Yellow brass outer slide. Yeah, the bottom crook is also, and you see how this is kind of that D shape I was telling you about? So you've got the corners here as opposed to that smooth flow that we had on the last one. So again, anytime you've got a little added corner or bend there, it's going to give you a bit more of that resistance. Whereas with the jazz horn we showed you earlier, it's got that kind of free flowing smoothness to it. So the gold brass lead, now you can't really even see the lead pipe because the lead pipe is inside the main hand slide here, but it is gold brass, which is going to add a bit more, you get a bit more of that copper warmth to the sound. But this is a great versatile horn, great for just about anything. Concert band, marching band, jazz band, chamber ensemble, whatever you want to use it for. It is absolutely perfect for that. So that's kind of the main features of this horn. I don't know what else I can tell you about that other than it's a great option if you're looking for an affordable professional grade horn. You're not wanting to spend the money for a custom or Xeno series, but you're wanting one that is going to perform well, that is reliable, is perfectly intonated, and smooth action. This horn is for you. So this is the YSL 620 from Yamaha, available on our website right now, palinmusic.com, or give me a call, 417-882-7006, or check out our Reverb page at reverb.com and take one of these home with you today. All right, setting that one down. Take the gloves off. What's next, Mr. Jordan?
Can you share something cool with us?
I can. It's up to you if you guys think this is cool or not. I think it's cool. I've shared this type of thing on the show before, but not these specific items. I'm kind of sticking with my weekend travel things from my wedding excursion this last weekend to the California coast. Kind of the south central coast of California, Pismo Beach specifically, and Nipomo is where the wedding was. But this is a little piece of travel advice, actually. If you like souvenirs, you like to pick up souvenirs on your travels, wherever you go, there is an extremely affordable way to do it. 51 cents, it's all it's going to cost you for these souvenirs. No matter where you go in the world, the price seems to be the same. Now, unless you're using dimes or nickels or quarters, but the Penny Smashers. I've talked about Penny Smashers on this show before. There's the Penny Collector app, or not app, but website out there shows you where all of the penny smashing machines are in the country. You just look up your city or state or wherever, and they'll tell you where they all are and if they're active or not, what the designs are. But I picked up a few very cool little smashed pennies this weekend, and I've kind of made an art of it because I've got some special pennies that I use for it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see these or these will translate at all. This one has the little Pismo clam on it because we did the clam festival this weekend. Pismo Beach is known for their beautiful, delicious clams. So there's one there. And then, of course, with the beach, we've got a Surf Woody, vintage car there. I wish I had one of these for our cars and guitars this weekend. But a little Pismo Beach Surf Woody there. And then we got ourselves a pirate skeleton. Yeah, okay. Little smashed penny. Oh, and I lost that one. Oh, well. And then this one just says Pismo Beach, California. So you've got some dolphins on here and some pelicans and some sailboats and different things there. A lot of fun. And then finally, we got a surfer, Pismo Beach, California. And we got to watch folks surfing all weekend long. The weather was just absolutely perfect. There were probably 50, 60 surfers out there at any one time, just sitting on their boards waiting to catch the waves. So anyway, super cute, super fun. I've got about 1,000 of these things from all over the country and around the world, really. I got some when I was in Scotland and when I was in Germany, and they do them over there as well. So super simple. You get those little booklets. I think little booklets cost like $5 or whatever to put all your smashed pennies in, so you can look at them over and over again. But that's just my simple little cool thing. My little travel advice, ways to get cheap souvenirs wherever you go. So there you go. You can even find them at like just rest areas around the country. It's kind of crazy. So, all right. So that's my cool thing. I'll find that. Oh, I can see it down there. I'll be able to grab that later. And so I guess let's dig into this last horn, shall we?
Yes.
We shall. All right. So let me get to the specs on that one. This one is from the Xeno series. The Xeno is Yamaha's upper end, professional line. But let me grab this one here. This is the YSL 882 GO for gold brass, and I'll show you that. Here's the case. These are all, they kind of have that leather look, but they're all that hard shell plastic cases. Very nice with the brass hardware. Classic, traditional, looks good. So let go, there we are. And once again, these are all still wrapped up. So we'll get the crinklies, we'll get that ASMR feature of our show that newly added over this last week, so we can get the little crinkly sounds there. Everybody loves the little crinkly sounds, right? Okay. Now we got that there. It's kind of like a full unboxing, only we just haven't taken them out of the box yet. All right, so let's show you the bell on that one. Again, no fancy engraving other than that Xeno Yamaha logo there. But the two things that you'll notice right away on this compared to the previous horn is one, we talked about the brass that it's made out of. So we've got gold brass on this horn as opposed to the yellow brass. And this is a one-piece hand-hammered gold brass bell. So the gold brass gives us that added copper, which gives you the added warmth and color to the tone. You primarily got the three levels. You've got yellow brass, gold brass, and red brass or rose brass. And those all just indicate the level of copper content in the brass alloy. So one piece hand hammer. This is a large bore horn. This is a 547 large bore. The bell diameter is 8 2/3 inch diameter. It's a heavyweight horn, so you've got a bit of added weight to the horn here. But the other feature is this open wrap design that I was talking about compared to the previous one, which was the closed or standard traditional wrap. This is the open wrap where they've taken out all the curves and bends in the tubing to make it much more free-flowing. You get a beautiful open, free-blowing sound. Average Metal Enjoyer just made it. Welcome to the show, my friend. Finished rehearsal, waiting for the concert. All right. Well, good luck on the concert, my friend. I hope you do well. I'm sure you will, and it will be amazing. I haven't had a chance to look at those songs you recommended yesterday. I've got to get back at and look at that for some Swedish tunes here. But all right, so there's the upper section or the main body section, bell section of the horn. Let's take a look at the hand slide section. This has also the standard rotor. Doesn't say anything specifics about the rotor. Nope, nothing fancy there. Okay. So, and then here's the slide, large bore slide. Like I said, 547. And this is all yellow brass on the slide. And all one-piece tubing with the nickel-silver appointments at the top and the chromed nickel-silver inner slide. Super smooth, silent action on that slide. Exactly what you want on a pro trombone. Traditional water keys on all these guys. Nothing fancy there. But and then you got the D-shaped crook at the end of the hand slide there. So this is the Yamaha YSL 882 GO for gold brass bell open wrap. And this is live on our website right now at palinmusic.com, or by giving me a call at 417-882-7006, or by checking out our Reverb page at reverb.com. So there you go. That's the slide section. This one does not have the interchangeable lead pipes, but it does come as a full kit. All of these come as a full kit with the mouthpieces and cleaning rods and the whole deal for these. It's kind of like a same kind of deal that you would use to, clean your shotguns or whatever. You get a little long trombone rod there, so you can thread a little piece of cloth through there, then you can swab out the inside of the tubes on your hand slide. So that's kind of a cool little bonus there. Very nice. All right, so I think that's it for that horn. That's the Yamaha YSL 882 GO Xeno Series Pro Trombone. Come and check it out. We'd love to send it home with you today. All right, there we go.
Awesome.
Well,
You want to share some wisdom with us?
why not? Let's do that, shall we? All right, my wisdom for you today comes from the wordsmith himself, the man who wrote some of the most amazing works in the history of the English language. William Shakespeare is the man we're talking about. And this is what William Shakespeare has to say about music. He says, "The man that hath no music in himself, nor is not moved with concord of sweet sounds, is fit for treasons, stratagems, and spoils." So basically saying, if you don't have music in your heart and in your soul, it's likely you're going to be a bad person. In a sense, because what do they say? Music calms the savage beast. You've heard that many, many times. And it's true. If you ever got, your animals are crazy at home, whether it be your kids or your fur babies, like your dogs, cats, whatnot, they're going crazy. Just throw some calming music on there. Throw some Mozart or some Beethoven or some, Dave Brubeck or whatever, calm those animals down. But yeah, I mean, this is very true, but the words they're so yummy. The man that hath no music in himself, nor is not moved with concord of sweet sounds, is fit for treasons, stratagems, and spoils. So there you go. That's My piece of wisdom shared with you from the great William Shakespeare. All right, guys, that's the show for the day. That's your piece of wisdom. Those are your horns. That's your music. That's your cool thing. So get out there and enjoy life. Spread a little love around. You know, just have some fun. Listen to some music, make some music, perform some music. Good luck to my brother, average metal enjoyer out there in Sweden on your concert today. And thank you all for being here, Kathy and Steve and Vincent and James and Sunil and man, who else was out here? Vincent, I already said y'all. I think we got you. James, thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you. We'll be back here tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Central, right here on our Palo Music Band and Orchestra channel. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and we'll do this again tomorrow. Remember this, folks, helping people make meaningful music is what we do. And when you're ready, I'm here for you too. We'll see you later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.